The spotlight is shining down on South Florida.
The best of the NFL are in the SFL for an all-star matchup.
But things are different this year as the Pro Bowl moves to a new time slot.
And location, it's a historic prelude to a super week.
So we're giving you all you need to know about the players.
And the party. Your countdown to kickoff
Get your hands up. Miami girl.
starts right now.
What is up, South Florida? I am Dave Azer, live from Sun Life Stadium here in Miami.
And I'm Kristen Anderson, live at the SFL Pro Bowl party. Here we go. We're at Dave & Buster's in Hollywood. We've got an action-packed 20 minutes for you. So, Dave, kick us off.
All right, Kristen, thank you. Our countdown clock is ticking down. We're about a half hour away from the start of the 2010 NFL Pro Bowl. And yeah, it's raining. So what? It's football. You're supposed to play in the rain. Trust me, the weather's not going to dampen anyone's spirits. You know, having the Pro Bowl here is a very big deal for the local South Florida community, but it's also a big deal for the NFL as well. For the first time in 3 decades, the Pro Bowl is not in Hawaii. And Roger Goodell is very excited about it. Also, for the first time ever, the game is the weekend before the Super Bowl. NFL Commissioner Goodell hopes the change will drum up more fan support and excitement. But next year, the bowl game does head back to Hawaii, while Goodell hopes if tonight goes well, the NFL can bring the game back to the mainland for many years to come. And the rosters for this year's teams, well, they couldn't be more representative of South Florida. And all you have to do is look at the Miami Dolphins to see that. The Fins have 2 players on the AFC squad, strong safety Jeremiah Bell, place kicker Dan Carpenter. We had a chance to catch up with both of those players and ask them how it felt to be in their first All-Star games ever.
It was a great honor. And, you know, for me to be in the Pro Bowl, I wouldn't care if it was, you know, in somewhere where it was snowing 5 feet. You know, it's just a great honor to be named to this with all these great guys out here, and something that I'm proud of.
It's definitely something that you hope for at some point in your year, you know, because that means that you're playing football the way that you want to play it.
And those two just representative of a roster laden with South Florida talent. I had a chance to catch up with SFL sports contributor Ethan Skolnick about an hour ago inside the stadium, and I asked him about all the Miami Hurricanes represented in tonight's game.
On the AFC side, a couple of them. Ray Lewis, you never know how many years he's going to play, the linebacker for the Ravens. You know that obviously he's going to be physical in a game that a lot of other guys aren't. And Andre Johnson, without Larry Fitzgerald here, Johnson is probably the most explosive receiver in this game. I wouldn't be surprised if he ends up being the MVP.
And I understand there's some news about another Kane, Antrell Roll.
Yeah, Antrell Roll has said that if he's released by the Arizona Cardinals, which is a possibility, he wants to come home and play in Miami. And on the AFC side, Vince Wilfork, who's not real happy about his contract situation with the New England Patriots, he also might be a Dolphin next year. So a couple of guys that may play on this stadium on a regular basis starting next season.
All right, couple of Canes coming back. Kristen, what's going on at Dave & Buster's?
Well, for those of you watching that didn't score a ticket to the big game, I'm telling you, this is the next best thing. We're live at Dave & Buster's in Hollywood with some fans, I think. They're a little quiet. You guys ready for the Pro Bowl or what? Yeah. Here we go. Well, we are so ready. But before the big game, we've been talking a lot about the NFL players. These guys are screaming all sorts of names, but the cheerleaders, too, are hard at work. They do a lot for our community. And, hey, take a look at this one. They visited a Boys and Girls Club in Fort Lauderdale. Check it out.
Thank you for inviting us. We're happy to be here.
Why do you want to be a cheerleader?
Because they got nice moves, we get to wear cute outfits, and we get to see famous football players. Go Dolphins!
And then you got to do the woo, right? What advice do you have for little girls that want to be like you?
I just want to say whatever they want to do, just follow your dreams, and it can come true, because this is exactly what I wanted to do when I was a little girl, and I came out and hoped for the best, and here I am today.
And this is a big deal, too, because only one cheerleader per NFL team gets picked for the Pro Bowl squad. And guess what? We're giving away Pro Bowl cheerleader memorabilia here at Dave & Buster's. It's very sexy, Dave. Back to you.
All right, thank you, Kristen. Football frenzy hitting a fever pitch in the SFL, but what do South Floridians really know about football? Well, we sent our Eugene Ramirez to hit the streets of South Beach to find out about the locals. And let me tell you something, the locals need to do their football homework.
How many teams make up the NFL?
32.
Touchdown! And there are no prizes, by the way. Do you know how many yards it takes to make the first down in a football game?
I don't know nothing about that, sorry.
Now these tourists from Pennsylvania have the ball, but will they score? Two big football events coming to South Florida in the next couple of weeks. What are they?
The Pro Bowl and Super Bowl.
Yes, good answer. All right. Jennifer, who is the Green Bay Packers quarterback on the NFC Pro Bowl team? Is it A, Aaron Rodgers, B, Matt Flynn, or C, Jeff Melkart?
Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers.
Touchdown! Let's give the locals another chance. Can they do it? Like a sign from heaven, there he is. The information guy. This guy knows everything. Surely he knows what two huge football events are coming to town, right?
Yeah, the Super Bowl.
Good answer. What's the other one? He's the information guy. How many yards does it take to make a first down?
10.
What was that?
10.
10. She's from North Carolina. She meant to say 10. High five, team. High five. Woo!
All right, our countdown to kickoff continues. Kristen will be back to show us how to make a bold beverage that's guaranteed to bring the Blitz from the field right to your party. Plus this.
You're voted on by fellow players and coaches and the fans also, so it's a little bit of validation and respect from everybody.
Miami Dolphins superstar Jason Taylor, he knows what it's like to be in the Pro Bowl, but JT would give up all of his rings for one thing. Our exclusive interview with Jason Taylor is next.
Oh yeah, I mean everybody competes. Every game, every Sunday, everybody wants to win. So in fact, you got the best players all around the league all come together, playing together. I mean, once you put on that uniform, put on that helmet, everybody wants to go out there and win.
Dolphin defensive end Jason Taylor, he knows a thing or two about playing in the Pro Bowl, and although JT's not playing in tonight's game, well, nobody knows better than him what those players behind me are feeling as they get set to take the field inside the stadium. I caught up with Jason Taylor and asked him, why is it such an honor to make the Pro Bowl?
You're an all-star of one of the biggest leagues on the planet.
No current Dolphins player knows more about the Pro Bowl than Jason Taylor. JT's played in the NFL's All-Star game 6 times. I had the opportunity to hang with JT at the Dolphins training center, and I asked him, why is playing in the Pro Bowl such a thrill?
It's a little bit of validation and respect from everybody, so it's exciting.
I'm gonna make it bend and break.
Sure, it's nice to spend time with your peers, but it's still football. And when the whistle blows, Jason says, look out.
You got 50 or 60 professional athletes that are ultimate competitors, and you put them together and you roll the ball out there and plug the scoreboard in, and you get more money if you win. So you tell me how it gets.
But despite all that, Jason tells me,
I'd trade every one of them. Every one of them and all the money too that I got for them. I'd trade it all for one chance to play for the big ring.
So what's next for Jason Taylor? Well, nobody knows if he'll be a Dolphin next year, but Ethan Skolnick told me he doesn't think the Finns will bring back both him and Joey Porter, so look for only one of those two players to come back next season. All right, back over to Kristen at our party at Dave & Buster's. I understand, Kristen, you're making the drink to end all drinks over there?
Oh, yeah, you have no idea, Dave. It's called the Blitz, short and sweet, and it truly is liquid luxury. It's the perfect accessory for any Pro Bowl or Super Bowl fiesta. Cheers.
Y'all ready for this?
Alrighty, Arthur, the Blitz. What's in it?
The Blitz is made of Captain Morgan, Malibu coconut rum, peach schnapps, grenadine, and orange and pineapple juice.
And I love the fishbowl. For the sake of the game, who's getting blitzed here? Let's just say.
I think Peyton Manning is going to take it.
All right, Peyton, it's game time. Let's go to work.
Okay, first we're going to start off with our captain. Put a lot of that in. If you're going to make a rum punch, you need plenty of captain.
Okay.
So we're going to put
we're really getting our party on now.
We're going to... Peyton's getting blitzed. I'm going to start with some Malibu. About half as much as the captain. about half as much peach schnapps, pretty much the same amount as you would do the Malibu.
Okay. You're going to want to share this, I take it. This is not one to just take on
No, that's
solo.
why there's 2 straws in here.
We got it.
So we got a little bit of orange juice and a little bit of pineapple juice. And we're going to top it off with a little bit of grenadine to add some more flavor and sweetness. And just for that, I added a little spoon in here so we can stir it up. And we have 2 candy straws in there.
Perfect. That's my favorite part.
So everybody can enjoy it.
And seriously, like I said, you're going to want to share this because there's a lot of alcohol. Cheers. Cheers. Dave, back to you. We're getting a party on.
All right, Kristen, save some fun for me. Well, still to come, will it be a wet kickoff? Our meteorologist, Jeff Melkars, will let us know. I got to tell you, it's slowing down a little bit, not raining so much anymore.
I think a lot of people, look at it from the outside in and say that the guys, they're out, not really competing and, showing it. But, I think us, playing in the National Football League, we're natural competitors, and, for us to go out and just, go out and play with, some of our rivals and be able to just have a camaraderie and play together, it makes it very, very special.
All right, we continue to count down a kickoff here on SFL, and how will you be watching the big games? If you've got the right technology in your man cave, you could be watching the Pro Bowl and the Super Bowl and an experience like no other. And joining me right now in the studio is Spiro Canton from Comcast. All right, Spiro, Comcast is opening up a whole new perspective when it comes to sports on TV.
Technology in the man cave. That's a 2010 thing, right?
We love it.
And what better technology than on demand? Martha Stewart's best Super Bowl recipes are on demand right now. And if you love the commercials, and who doesn't love those Super Bowl commercials, you can go to Fancast Xfinity and find last year's Super Bowl commercial, get you in the mood for this year's Super Bowl commercial.
Now here's the key. The big games are coming, okay? People who know me know they better not do this, okay? But hypothetically, you're watching the big game, all right? It's 3rd and goal, and that phone rings, okay? What's going on? Comcast is going to help me through this crisis.
3 product customers have a UCID, Universal Caller ID, that comes up on their screen when the phone rings. So it's caller ID that people can see, and you can elect to say, okay, snooze, I'm not going to get the phone anymore. I'm going to exit it. I'm going to ignore it.
All right, thanks so much, Spiro. All right, so the number to call, 1-800-COMCAST. Thanks so much for joining us. Countdown to kickoff will continue right after these messages.
These are guys that you're going to see on off seasons, and a lot of them guys are good college friends, and you want those bragging rights, man. So it's always about competing and winning and doing your best.
Well, we're getting pretty close to kickoff, and it's a little misty out here. Jeff Melkars, what's our forecast looking like?
Hey, see that over there? We got a little bit of fog, some mist. I can really hear the wind out there as well. That's really what's going on. I tell you, I put in a special request for you, Dave, for some good weather from Mother Nature. You can see some heavy stuff all coming in over the Gulf Coast, but as it stands right now, conditions are improving. Had a little bit of rain over here, but as I zoom down, you can see really no cloud cover over the stadium at all. So for your countdown to kickoff, I tell you, we're talking about 69 degrees out here. Kickoff in just a few minutes. Get ready to enjoy the big show. Back to you, Kristen.
What's up, Jeff? Don't forget, next week is Super Bowl week. A lot coming up on the morning show. Wide receiver for the Dolphins, Devon Bess, is guest hosting. So we'll see you Monday through Friday, 5 to 9, right here on SFL. Hey, well, that's a wrap for us at Dave & Buster's, right? Back to you.
All right, thank you, Kristen. That's going to do it for us, too. But don't change the channel. Keep it right here on WSFL because the Pro Bowl is coming up. For Kristen Anderson, Jeff Melkars, the whole SFL team, I'm Dave Azer saying thank you so much for tuning in. Pro Bowl pregame coverage starts in about 60 seconds. Enjoy the game, everybody.